If four forces as shown in the equilibrium express F1 and F2 in terms of unit vector. First of all, let me draw a bigger diagram of this. So this is the x-axis, this is the y-axis over here. This is the 10 Newton force making an angle 30 degree with the x-axis. Okay, this is the 15 Newton force making an angle 37 degree with the x-axis. This is an unknown force F2 making an angle 30 degree with the y-axis, and this is an unknown force F1 in the negative y-axis. Before we proceed with anything, let us resolve the forces in the x and y direction. So this force over here, the side with which it makes an angle will be equal to cos. So this will be equal to 10 cos 30, and the opposite side will be equal to sin. So this will be equal to 10 sin 30. Okay, I have resolved the forces in the x and y direction. Let me resolve the same forces over here. In the x-axis it will be equal to F2 sin 30, and in the y-axis over here it will be equal to F2 cos 30. Similarly, this will be equal to, in the negative x-axis it will be equal to 15 cos 37, and in the positive y-axis it will be equal to 15 sin 37. Okay, and we will not resolve F1 since F1 is already in the y direction. I will not resolve F1. First of all, it is given that the entire system is in equilibrium. So I can say that the forces along the x-axis should be equal to 0 and the forces along the y-axis should be equal to 0. Let me first start with the x-axis. I will proceed with the y-axis later. So forces along the x-axis should be equal to 0. So I can say that, let us see the forces in the I can say that the force in the positive x-axis should be equal to the forces in the negative x-axis. Okay. So over here, what are the forces in the positive x-axis? It is equal to 10 cos 30. So I will write over here 10 cos 30 plus over here F2, it will be equal to F2 sin 30 will be equal to negative y x-axis, it will be equal to 15 cos 37. Okay. Now sin 37 is equal to 3 by 5 and cos 37 is equal to 4 by 5. Okay. So 10 cos 30 over here is equal to root 3 divided by 2 plus F2 sin 30 over here is equal to half. Okay, will be equal to 15 cos 37. Cos 37 will be equal to 4 by 5. Okay, it will be over here 4 by 5. So this will get cancelled out. It will be equal to 5 root 3. This will be equal to 3. So it will be equal to 12. So F2 divided by 2 will be equal to 12 minus 5 root 3. Okay, it will be equal to 12 minus 5 root 3, which is equal to, if I multiply it by 2, F2 will be equal to 24 minus 10 root 3. This is the magnitude of F2. Okay. Before we proceed with the unit vectors of F1 and F2, we have to express certain unit vectors of F1 and F2. Before we do that, let us first find out the value of F1. Similar to what we did earlier, that is the total force along the x-axis is equal to 0. We will use the same formula that the total force along the y-axis is also equal to 0. That is, the total force of y in the positive y-axis will be equal to total force of y in the negative y-axis. Okay. So basically, let us see what are the forces in the positive y-axis. It is equal to 10 sin 30. Okay, it is equal to 10 sin 30 plus F2 cos 30 plus over here it will be equal to 15 sin 37. All these three forces are in the positive direction, in the positive y-axis. You can clearly see this is the first, this is the second, and this is the third, and only force in the negative y-axis is F1 plus F1, or I can say that is equal to F1. Okay. Now let us substitute the values. It will be equal to 10 sin 30, which is equal to half. F2 over here will be equal to, F2 is given as 24 minus 10 root 3, 24 minus 10 root 3 into cos 30. Cos 30 over here is equal to root 3 divided by 2 plus 15 sin 37. Sin 37 is equal to 3 by 5 is equal to F1. Okay. So basically it will be equal to 5 plus over here, when I multiply it by root 3 by 2, it will be equal to 12 root 3 minus, it will be equal to 5 into 3, which is equal to 15. Okay, plus over here it will be equal to 5 3s are plus 9 will be equal to F1. So F1 will be equal to, F1 over here will be equal to 9 plus so it will be equal to 9 plus 5, which is equal to 14. 14 minus 15 is equal to minus 1. So it will be equal to 2 root 3 minus 1. Okay, So it is equal to 2 root 3 minus 1. Okay, so basically this is the f1. Okay, now if you see over here, we have to express it in the unit vector form. So let me first express f1 in unit vector form. F1 vector will be equal to negative of 12 root 3 minus 1 j cap. Why negative? You can clearly see from the diagram. The f1 vector is in the vertically downward direction, okay, or the negative y axis. Okay, so that is why this is equal to negative. I can also express this as f1 over here is equal to negative 12, or I can say that 1 negative 12 root 3 into j cap. When I multiply the whole equation by minus 1, this is the unit vector of f1. Okay, now let us find out the unit vector of f2 vector. Now the f2 vector, I can clearly say the x component is f2 sin 30 and the y component is f2 cos 30. So basically f2 vector is equal to f2 sin 30 into I cap plus f2 cos 30 into j cap. Okay, f2 cos 30 into j cap, which is equal to, I can say that 24 minus 10 root 3 into sin 30 over here is equal to half into I cap plus 24 minus 10 root 3 into cos 30 over here is equal to root 3 divided by 2 into j cap. Okay, so when I multiply over here, it will be equal to 12 minus 5 root 3 into I cap plus over here it will be equal to root 3 divided by 2. So basically it will be equal to 12 root 3, okay, minus it will be equal to 15 into j cap. Now this is the f2 vector, okay, this is the f2 vector in unit vector form. Now these are the f1 and f2 vectors. These are the f1 and f2 vectors for a given diagram.